What up, Petaluma? This is Wiki Verma with the Petaluma 360. The dating scene has always been interesting. When you go to the local bookstores, you'll see tons and tons of romance novels where the woman is sitting there, the man with his shirt half ripped, and just it's interesting. A lot of people are drawn to what is exciting, what is something that's different, what is something that can happen that'll perk up the ears of other people, make you the envy of the office based on the dating experience you had. I was fortunate enough to meet with one of the local businesses right here in Petaluma, Sportsman's Arms, the owner, Mr. Gabriel Vaughn, who gave us an opportunity to look at dating from a total, slightly different point of view. Looking at going at, instead of the dinner and the movie, dinner and shooting. The safety of firearms, how to use firearms, and how incorporating that within maybe an initial first date can be something you might want to look into for that interesting date, whether it be the first date or the 50th. Now I bring to you our little interview with Mr. Gabriel Vaughn from Sportsman's Arms on dating and shooting. This is Wiki Verma, Petaluma 360. When you think about the dating scene, there's a lot of places you think about: candlelight dinners, romance, walks on the beach. One area that a lot of people haven't been involved with or done is shooting. So right here we're with Mr. Gabriel Vaughn at Sportsman's Arms, and we're going to talk a little bit about the new dating scene, something a little bit different, a little bit sexy, fun, adrenaline pushing, pumping, using guns, and shooting with your significant other.
Hi.
What's up, Gabe?
What's happening? I like how he's just got to get in right now, too.
Of course. Gabriel, Sportsman's Arms, how long have you had this place?
3 years. It's been here probably closer to 7.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And in that time, you know, guns. How did you get involved with opening up a gun store, of all places, of all things?
My uncle, God rest his soul, had the place before, and he was into more of the older antique style guns. It used to be before the terrible economy. This was all really high-end antique type guns, and it was more of like a retirement present that guys would buy for themselves. And since people no longer frivolously spend money like that, it's more of fun guns, activity guns, sporting guns, hunting, things of that nature, to where we sell a lot more, but we don't sell the type of, you know, expensive ones like he used to. But
so when you think about the dating scene, you think about women, I don't know, are guns safe? For example, could I bring a girlfriend, a significant other, a wife, and take her shooting with the gun? It sounds dangerous.
You're going to have more danger on the way to the range, obviously. Anybody that, you know, obviously you don't want to just hand 2 people a gun that have never gone shooting, of course. But at some of the ranges, you know, you can take courses on how to shoot. Of course, safety instructors. They have Women on Point by a lady named Brenda Schmale, who is just for females. I mean, there's couples ones, there's kids ones, and if you get, you know, if you get proficient in it, then yeah, nothing dangerous about it, unless, you know, you're the dangerous one in the equation.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning if you're out screwing around with it, you know, a hammer can be dangerous, a car can be dangerous, a gun equally. And I mean, obviously they have that negative connotation that they're used to kill people. You know, yeah, a lot of the ones that people buy on the streets I'm sure are, but the ones in here, people are avid collectors and enjoy the sport. They really love shooting, and the range out on Bodega Highway, Circle S range, is packed every day that it's open.
Really?
With people of it, you know, everybody goes out there. Men, women, children, everybody. I don't know. You know, it's funny. Women end up being the best shot, and I think it's because they don't have the macho factor involved. Mm-hmm. Kids are great shots. It could also just be that, you know, the first time you ever take somebody out fishing, they catch the biggest fish. I don't know, but yeah, you know what? It actually tends to be law enforcement and military end up being some of the worst shots. And I'm real sorry to all the guys that been offended, but it's very true.
It's always an interesting concept when you ask a woman out on a date. You know, you see the standard stuff, movie, dinner. With something like guns, I think guns are one of those sexy things a lot of people want to be involved with, but at the same time there's that fear factor.
Right.
At the same time it's exhilarating. If a woman who has never put a gun in her hand or shot a gun, what's that feeling? What experiences have you had with that?
Most women have never been into like a physical fight. You know, you have, I have, a lot of guys have, and it's that sense of empowerment. Even if you lose, you still, you know, felt something. You know, when you get to go out and shoot, you have something in your hand like that that's just pure power.
Right.
And I have rarely met a woman that didn't get a kick out of it. My sister was dead set against guns, and we took her out and shot, and she actually shot some of these that are the scariest, and she was the last one on the range, you know, still wanting to shoot. I think it would be a great first date, not only, you know, especially if the guy knew what he was doing with the gun. You know, who's ever been asked for dinner and shooting?
All right.
You know, so talk about a confidence level. Pretty sure women love confidence. Confident guy out there with the guns, you know, taking you out to do something for the first time. Why not?
Yeah, it can be almost a little romantic. Like when you ask a girl to go play pool for the first time, and you ask her, "Go, oh, can I help you with that shot?"
Right.
So
you know,
probably something
kind of behind them. Everybody's getting a little close. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So what are the feelings? Like a woman doesn't have to be a killer or a hunter or violent to shoot guns.
No, not at all.
A lot of times that's, I think, the stereotype behind it's like, oh, I would never shoot guns, I hate guns, they're dangerous and violent and they kill things.
Well, my sister's a nurse, so she was dead set against it. And I think the biggest misconception when people come in here is, you know, they think that I'm a hunter or whatever, ex-military. I can't stand shooting animals.
You're vegan, right?
No. I do love eating meat. I think it's great. You know, a lot of hunters are there for the, it sounds funny, but, you know, you do need them for the preservation of the environment and for overpopulation, which is a horrible way for an animal to die if they, you know, have to die of famine or disease. But no, you know, I don't shoot animals whatsoever. I don't like doing it. I strictly like going out and having fun with it. My lady and I go, we brought her little guy, he had a great time. Everybody out there has fun, you know, and you don't have to be shooting animals or, you know, living things for no good reason.
And you mentioned your sister, the nurse, right? That she was totally against guns. How did that work then? Meaning, so she's
from Illinois, so it's my sister-in-law. She's with my brother. He is a hunter. He does like bow hunting, and so I think she felt more inclined. Like, okay, I got to at least give it a try. You know, and once I bought this place, she was really more inclined. Like I said, we took her out there, and she had a great time. I think she felt more comfortable knowing that, you know, it is strict out there. You can't just run up and start shooting. There are guidelines, there are rules, you know, and they check everybody that comes out there.
So what are the feel like, for example, if I've never been shooting, or I was gonna talk to my woman and say, hey, let's go shooting, how do you think they feel? So in the beginning there's that initial fear, that little hesitation. Once they get there and they start firing off those rounds, what are the feelings that they're going through that you've seen?
I think it's like anything that you tried. I mean, if you're apprehensive about riding a motorcycle or anything for the first time, I think once you actually do it and realize, you know, that it's not quantum physics and it's actually fun, you know, and it might not be. It might not be for them. They might hate it right away. But if you're well prepared, you know, if they have eye protection, hearing, you know, anything that will make their experience a little more fun, I think most people enjoy it right away. A lot of my customers, of course, are males, and they come in and try and pick out a pistol or something for their wife. They go out, they have a good time, and it's enjoyable to see that from beginning to the end, because oftentimes it's met with hesitation that, hey, you know, I don't want any part of this. And the guy's like, well, this is something I'm going to do. It's something we could do together, you know, and why not?
I think that's awesome. Like, for example, it beats the heck out of a normal dinner and a movie.
Right.
It's like, how often I think if I was to meet a woman for the first time and go, hey, let's do something different. It's like, oh, what do you want to do? Oh, well, let's get a quick picnic or a bite to eat at one of these fabulous Petaluma parks, then go to a gun range.
Right.
And she's like, no, I don't want to shoot. It's like, don't worry. Okay. So we talked a little bit about dating, about the exciting things to do, different places to go. Women with guns, what do you think? Is that hot?
Very hot. Very hot.
What makes it hot? What makes a woman with a firearm just make men want to go, oh?
What makes a man that knows how to cook hot to a woman?
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually thought of as woman's work. I think guys love the idea of a woman being right out there with them, doing beep, beep, stuff.
Stiffy. See, and I think that's one of the best parts is it's interesting, it's different, and she may like it, she may hate it.
Right.
But give it a shot. And when you go to the office or you go to work or anywhere you go, and you go, oh, what did you do this weekend? Oh, you had that first date with John or Jim or whoever, Abdul, right? Abdul. Yeah, Abdul. Why not? Why not Abdul?
Sonoma County.
Yeah. So when you go there and people ask you, oh, how was your date? What did you do? Do you want to say, oh, I watched Shrek 3 again and went to Taco Bell?
I know as a male, my ears would perk up if a woman said, I went shooting.
Yeah.
Hell, I'd want to hang out with the guy that took it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, meeting new friends, new relationships, excitement, opportunity. I think it's a win-win. So next time you go out, you're looking at a fun place to take your woman, your man, do something exciting, doing something different, whether it's be shooting guns, river rafting, on a picnic, hot air balloon ride, come here, see Taco, the famous dog, take him for a walk, whatever works. But I think that's would
and
be
you know
a great
what,
tip.
Especially at Christmas time, turn a boyfriend into a husband, buy him a gun.
There you go. Give it an opportunity. Come here, check it out. If you have any questions, you can talk to Gabriel here at Sportsman's Arms.